What's happening there, guys? This is Fallen from OTB, only the best, coming at you once again here with an OTB showcase. This is our 20th straight victory. Congrats to the team for some really good hard work put in here. We just had an epic victory here against the Hippopotamus crew, and we're going to take a look here real quick. We pulled in 30-man war, so we got 24 3-stars. Super nice victory. This was the most war stars we have gotten as a clan so far here, and the work put in is just incredible right now. I'm super happy with a lot of these attacks, so I'm going to try and keep this video under 30 minutes if at all possible. We're going to jump right into some things right here. We're going to start out with my little GoVolHo attack here on their number 5 base. And this was a really fun one to plan out. I love the GoVolHo attacks if I hadn't made that clear enough here in the past. So anyways, here we go. We're going to get things exciting by setting in a balloon there on the bottom to deal with that cannon for free. And then to get this easy pull here. Dragon comes out. I believe there was still a Velk in the CC. I figured I'd be able to deal with that later, no problem. I pull everything kind of over to the right here because the pull is a little bit nasty, so I want to make it a little bit easier to get things moved up, one barb at a time here. Finally, a couple go down for distraction, and here come the witches and the queen there right behind. And the distraction is happening at this moment. I didn't want to waste any time. I did not want to lose a witch or my queen to be targeted. So we're going to send in this early golem just to pretty much be the martyr in the situation, as he's getting just walloped on. Everything else is moving into position as I need to set that pathing for this. That second golem goes down. Super nice little break in there. This is my angle that I want to hit with the Velks. I know that the Velks are going to be paying attention to those two buildings together, so I sent them in right away with a jump up already to get them in. No distractions are possible when you're dealing with these Velks here. An early heal probably could have hung on to that just a tiny bit longer. And then a really nice rage just to get them to the core and get them starting on those buildings, doing the maximum damage. I'm going to start hogsing up top, and we had 2 bombs blow up, and it was a really rough, both of those spots that I really intended on coming in. I had just a major malfunction with those hogs. So we're going to work around that, though, as everything is just beasting in the mid. The heal's gone up. They've gotten the full benefit. There are still, 7 Velks right now that are tanking everything, and a Golem as well. Unfortunately, couldn't get that balloon trade on the left. That Archer Tower refocused onto that balloon right away, unfortunately. So, I mean, at this point, everything's moving around. There's a lot of troops clumped together and also going around the outside. Plenty enough cleanup. Both the heroes with their abilities still. So I just knew it was pretty much a matter of cleanup here as we move a little bit quicker. Everything's just working in, and the base that close together is just going to really be devastation when you're bringing the Velks there. People also like to put their bombs in core, and Velks are going to tank those things. Sometimes witches aren't. So anyways, that was a super fun attack right there, the old GoVolHo. However we like to pronounce these things, you be the judge. Here we go, Sagris on number 7. Sagris is bringing that GoLaloon and doing a fine job at it here. Purple walls, things like that don't really matter so much. It's really more so the form of the attack that matters the most. And he's setting up that pathing right now. He just wants everything to get in forward here. Golems are meant to take the damage, so they're getting in there doing that just fine. No problem at all. A couple wizards are taking the tanking right here, and they go down, but he's already broken in. He's already gotten to where he needs to go at this point. Queen's working her way around slowly. King is finally about to go down. The damage is done at this point. Couple wizards and little things here to shoot around and make things exciting. Queen's still with an ability, totally fine. She's going to get that Expo with ease, and she's also going to get started on the other air defense. Super nice trade for this style of an attack, and just really well done. He's starting those loons in nice and slow as the lavas then come in next. A couple anticipated air traps up there. He's going to combat the this air puffer just by moving in and getting that haste spell up there. So early already, my business is getting lit up here. And he's going to get those down. He wanted the lavas to pop because the air defenses aren't that strong. So he wants to work them nice and slowly as this rage goes up in the middle, getting that speed going just a little bit more to be able to deal with that air puffer there. And plenty of balloons alive, just a Tesla left and some air traps, which is not a big deal when you're dealing with that amount of balloons. Lose one to a trap right there, but things have already naturally worked their way out as the cleanup process begins. It is scary to see the balloons stay together, but how can you predict that? The pups are working their way around the outside. They're just like minions in the sort of case. In a lot of attacks like this, they really just serve their purpose. There isn't a need to bring minions if you can go. Usually the comp is pretty tight as is. Sometimes there's just no room for minions. So, awesome attack there by Sagris, doing his lovely air game. We love it. Here comes Larry on number 11. This is a GoVolHo Wewe on a base that is definitely meant to bring a GoVolHo Wewe. And I think he did a really good job here with the 3 golems. I love these golems. Keep your eyes on these things throughout this attack. Super nice pathing here is being set with those wizards going up. He's going to gently get the last little kill squad that's going to be moving forward here. And then the witches here last, so clear out all the necessary bombs, things like that. Don't want to jeopardize your troops at an early stage. A really nice jump spell, assuming that they will be directing, forward here into that sort of a sub-core of the base. And look at all of the golems decide to move forward here. And I really love this. A really nice rage right there. He's got a significant amount of wizards right now doing some damage, and all of the golems are tanking. That is just totally what makes this attack super useful. Heroes are still alive, doing really, really well. That queen's got her ability. She jumps into the core. That's right where you want her. And as this air D goes down, or both of them, if you will, here come the balloons, doing the absolute back-end cleanup here, and really just making this thing a no contest. It doesn't matter what even troops you have at this point. If you get those air defenses down, you're going to have those balloons on the back end. They're going to cause devastation to the other 40% of the defensive structures left right there. So super nice job there by Larry. Swinging a little low. I think it was a cleanup attack, but or swinging a little high, if you will. Which is totally great. He's got this attack down now. Really, really good job there, Larry. We're all proud of you, brother. Number 12 here is, I believe, another GoVolHo Wewe that I just had to show on a base that's used, quite often. I've definitely seen this a few times here before. And he's just going to start out with that solid 3 golem setup. And they're going to need to be tanking for some time. So he's going to do this thing nice and slow. And just kind of work his way in there while the golems are doing the tanking. That is what they do best. So I think we got a couple little traps here inside, which the golems are triggering. Golems are going to be taking a little bit of damage, but the heal goes up over all the important things. And keeping everything alive, and the jump goes up there as well, leading everything forward. Everything's slowly just going down here and working their way forwards. And notice the witches just kind of behind the whole the tanking squad. They're sitting back without any issues. There's nothing that can compromise their safety at this point as they're moving forward. They're going to get that TH and the 2-star here. And he's still got a full queen with the ability. King is really doing the tanking there too, so that's perfect. That's all he can really imagine doing right now. And he's going to start those loons down there to deal with that kind of that back sniping defense, even though looks like the wizards would have dealt with it anyways, but that's fine. That's why you bring some extra loons with. And a little bit early on that back end 2-shot of balloons there, but that's okay. He's still got more than enough to survive. He's got healthy golems, two healthy golems right now. Super nice attack here as the cleanup gets followed through with. And yeah, we love to see these attacks. This was really, really nice. The GoVolHo Wewe works. We're doing something for the back end. Usually it happens to be, I'd say, anywhere from 8 to 12 balloons. And the comp is made to just kind of fit whatever you're feeling right there. Another just super awesome attack there by Bob. And let's see, number 13, we've got a nice GoVolHo here by the Mr. Shermanator himself. And this is another one of those bases we see on YouTube. You know, we might refer to it as the base because sometimes we see it that often. He's going to go for this solid pull right here. And I know a lot of the times they do put traps towards the top of the base, so I think he's a little bit more careful when it comes to pulling those. But here comes a nice little kill squad right here. The balloons are being slowed down, which is really nice to do, and he's killing a couple of those extra wizards and whatnot there. And I love being able to use that poison spell to slow things down. That's great as your kill squad's trying to catch up and kill all those frontline structures to be able to get to them. They're not just going to instantly lock on. So here, because he's bringing the hogs, this is a major success because he's now triggered one set of the double bombs in the base, meaning there's one left, I'm sure, over there on the other side. So he's going to adjust his strat according to that. As the surgical hogs come in, he's doing a great job of tanking. He's starting on this left side. He's kind of slow rolling in on that. As things are working to the core, he's going to drop a heal. This giant in the bottom right was really made just to kind of tank for a couple seconds as the bottom hogs are moving forward. He still has one last little group to take out here, as he's got some hogs up top there as well. And here comes that last little group with with one last back pocket giant there, which I'm not sure what he even does with it. Does he send it on the right side? Yes, he does. So good job there with that. Anticipating needing to tank just in case, that's a good decision. Finally, they're going to kind of turn on the king here and really attempt to do something. And as the cleanup happens here, not too many hogs are left, but he's got, his queen is still alive. He's got the witches. That's more than enough that you can ask for when it comes to a cleanup attack. So super nice there, Mr. Sherman. He's got this base dead. That's a sweet attack. You don't even have to, sometimes the defenses aren't always upgraded, but it's how you hit the base that makes it super important to be able to do. And I chose this one. Caps did have an attack that was a little bit more of his level here. I think he swung a few higher. But I really like this because this is a general base design, as they call it. And with the general bases, they're going to be different variations of this exact setup here. And I love this. A lot of people think that this is a solid anti-3-star base. And once again, defenses are down just a little bit as he gets the pull on the CC right here pretty easily. He does sacrifice a golem to kind of get in there, but he still has a max golem that is very, very healthy. It is going to be taking the brunt of the blows coming in from the queen. As the jump goes up, he still has some life in that golem. Even as it busts here, he's still got some good life. That rage spells up. Look how far this kill squad's going. They're doing what the hogs are. They're going extracurricular here on these hoes. And he's jumping in right to the core. His queen, his royalty's just going right to the heart of the matter. And as he sends in the surgical here, starting in on the bottom, he's slow rolling his way across the bottom as things are getting set more. And he picked up on that, and he was able to heal through most of those hogs, if not all of them, through that double bomb that was kind of poorly placed. And you can really predict those double bombs on a base like this. It is common to see. And as one more gets popped right there, he's going to pre-heal over the last one. And this is a base annihilation right here. There's no way to be able to catch up from something like that. When you're slow rolling hogs around and you're being convenient with your drops, look how many hogs are alive right here going into the stretch. You're always going to lose some to traps and bombs and things like that. But the point of a surgical is to be able to hit each corner of the base efficiently. And, ultimately the goal is to have them meet up towards the end and power through if you don't have any heals left or something like that. And in this case, it was just absolute annihilation. Giants are even helping there on the cleanup, which is super fun to see. So Caps, once again, he had a 6-star war. Awesome job, man. It doesn't matter. If you're bringing the right comps, you're you're destined to do good things. So here's A-Bomb. That we get A-Bomb in on this style of a base here. With a TH9, that's a little bit on the fresher side. That's quite all right. We have the CC being pulled here. Easy pull from the bottom left. This is kind of one of those bases that you kind of don't want to bring a comp that's dealing with the walls. The walls tend to make you waste breakers on them, and so you don't want to have to bust in 2 walls just for getting into one compartment. So he's going to go over them. That's quite frankly, that's the way to deal with it the most efficiently. And I think I have some gangsters outside my house blazing some music. That'll be fine. I'm just a little worried for my safety at the moment, so I'm going to continue this. Anyways, really nice kill squad. Queen goes up top there. He does get up the jump, and I do believe the king comes in here, yes, to deal with the queen. Perfect. He's going to get that king to just get working on everything. The queen goes top, but that's okay. The queen is doing the work as here comes the giants. And of course, there's a bomb up there, so he's going to put a nice early heal, I believe, right there. Yes, he's going to make sure and keep them alive, even if it was a little bit earlier than he wanted to. It's so much better than having to, lose all those hogs and make up for those defenses that are not being killed in that corner. As the surgical's just coming around to each other kind of quadrant or section of the base. And, once more, he does lose a couple to some traps here. That happens. It's so funny to watch those things fly up in the air. One more giant there. He's going to make sure and cover the whole, or the giant, or bomb, if you will. He's going to cover the whole core right here as, let's get that king healed back up to while we're at it. We got the hogs busting away. Once again, not the most amount of hogs alive right now as the king is the CC is going down. Not the most hogs alive, but he has done it. He has brought the correct comp to the battle, and he's going to do just a wonderful job on the cleanup there as he had some things working around the outside. Awesome job there, A-Bomb, representing the crew, bringing her home once more here. And I think we're going to do just one more attack. I've already abused 17 and a half minutes here. We've got to do a TH8, and I'm going to go with Shuma. Shuma had himself a wonderful little attack here on what I'd like to believe is a maxed out TH8. Yes, it was. And, the potential spot for 4 bombs in the base, and he has triggered one already. Super, super good call on doing that. If you can manage and afford to waste 5 troop space to trigger 1 bomb, do it any day. Any freaking day, that's totally fine. He's going to start out those witches there nice and slowly. The CC's moving in ever so gently. And remember now, no queen to deal with these dragons, so we're going to have to do it the old wizard method. And I don't know if he lost. I think he might have lost a wizard there. I could never see sometimes in the heat of the moment. He's moving things forward here very, very nicely. Witches aren't going to get too far on the kill squad side of things. He does put down a nice little wall there on the bottom right, and I think they just ran right over those spring traps, if I'm not mistaken. I think they just, forward progress right over that business. Super nice job there, and as that king is tanking, what a wonderful decision to send in that last wall on the top left. We have a double wall deployment here, and much respect for that call, as he has 1 heal left, and he's trying to cradle that as they move down just a little bit. And now he knows he's safe. He's going to get into that last little section of defenses there. And the potential of bombs, which technically I suppose they go around the bombs anyways. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened. And now they're going to turn on the king here shortly. What a wonderful attack for a maxed out TH8. The base could have been a tiny bit suboptimal, but he's still going to have a great time with that base. And bring it all the way home. Super, super nice attack there. I love to see these this switch up of attacks. We've got hogs where they're going to be useful. We have the GoVolHo Wewe. Once again, sometimes hogs aren't always the answer. GoVolHo isn't. Nothing is always the answer. No cure all to hitting a base. No matter how much you try and perfect it, you're still dealing with the same situation. And it's just bringing the right comps to the battle. That's everything, and we couldn't preach it enough, you guys. If I have to say it every single video, I'm going to do that. Anyways, you guys, super awesome war. Once again, I out on just that's the bell that says, hey, it's time you better stop recording now. You're just gonna hurt yourself and incriminate yourself even more as things go. The gangsters outside are now gunning at my house. Everything's going to be okay, though, you guys. We got 24 3 stars in this war out of 30. We probably could have gotten one more, realistically. No need to round up here, you guys. We're super happy with this war, and we will continue bringing this lovely content to you fine ladies and gentlemen any day of the week, you guys. Anyways, this is Fallen from OTB, signing off.